Turns out there's a name for people like us, multi-passionate, and according to research published in workplace psychology journals, we make up about 27% of the population, and that is roughly 2.1 billion people worldwide who don't fit into the one true calling narrative that dominates career advice. Which is ironic considering that the same research shows multi-passion people consistently out-earning and outperforming their single-passion counterparts. But sure, let's keep pretending that having diverse interests somehow makes you flawed by character or unfit for a workplace. Today, I'm going to show you how to stop apologizing for wanting it all and start building what researchers like to call portfolio careers, where your diverse passions can become multiple income streams for you and work together synergistically. Let's start with some delightful news that will probably make you feel better about your supposedly scattered brain. A study published in the Journal of Business Venturing tracked entrepreneurs across multiple industries and domains and found that those with diverse interests and experiences, what they call polymaths, were significantly more likely to create innovative solutions and successful ventures when compared to specialists. What that means is that probably the researchers were trying really hard not to write that, while the specialists are trying to perfect their one thing. The multi-specialized and multi-talented people are out here connecting the dots that they cannot. Which means that every time someone tells you to focus on one thing, they're literally asking you to voluntarily limit your creative capacity. How thoughtful of them. The reason behind this is what psychologists like to call combinatorial creativity. When you have knowledge across multiple domains, your brain makes connections that specialists simply cannot. But here's where it gets really interesting. Research from the Harvard Business Review analyzed that successful entrepreneurs, well, at least 73% of them, had what they called serial interests, which is multiple passions pursued either simultaneously or sequentially. And the most successful ones? They found ways to monetize the intersections between their interests. So apparently, the secret to business success is being exactly the type of person that traditional career counselors tell you not to be. The irony is almost poetic. Let's talk about something that single passion focused advice consistently ignores: money. Based on extensive research by career experts and analysis of successful portfolio careers, there are mainly four main ways that multi-passionate people can structure their professional lives. Number one, the Einstein approach. Named after Einstein, obviously, who worked at a patent office while developing theories that would soon revolutionize physics. You maintain one primary income source while pursuing other interests. About 30% of multi-passionate people and professionals use this model. Basically, you let one passion pay the bills, and the others can wait patiently in the wings, like understudies in a very, very long-running Broadway show. Number two, the slash approach. Multiple income streams from part-time jobs across different areas. Think graphic designer and yoga instructor and freelance writer. This model is particularly popular among creative professionals, and about 28% of portfolio career holders use this approach. But it's really hard to handle. This is the one that makes people's LinkedIn profiles look like they're having an identity crisis. Please don't look at mine. But their bank accounts are surprisingly really healthy. Number three, the group hug approach. One business or role that incorporates multiple interests simultaneously, like a tech startup that combines AI, sustainability, and fashion. About 23% of multi-passionate entrepreneurs choose this path. This is for the people who looked at the choose one thing advice and said, what if I choose all of the above but make them play nicely together? Number four, the Phoenix approach, which is basically sequential mastery. Diving deep into one career domain for several years and then switching to another one, carrying forward transferable skills. Approximately 15% of career changers use this pattern. The Phoenix approach is perfect for the people who get bored easily but still are overachievers in anything that they do. It's like intellectual crop rotation, but for humans. A very comprehensive study concluded that individuals with multiple income streams on average earned 30% more than a single income streamed individual. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think that all income streams are created equal, and that's just not true. Financial advisors who specialize in creative professionals recommend treating your multiple income streams like a diversified portfolio for investments, which means that you need at least three types of income streams. Number one, the growth income. Number 2, the exploration income. And number 3, the most important of all, is your foundation income. Your foundation income is your primary revenue source that covers all basic living expenses. This should come from your most marketable skill. Number 2, which is your growth income, are scalable systems or streams with high growth potential, even if it's not necessarily highly grown yet. These might start small but could eventually become your new foundation. And number 3 is the small revenue streams from emerging interests, otherwise called exploration streams. Your testing grounds for future growth areas, which might not end up successful. Well, here are a few success stories because everyone needs a few examples to understand what they're getting into. One person named Sarah Blakely exemplified the group hug approach perfectly. Before founding Spanx, she was in sales, tried stand-up comedy, and even considered law school. Her multi-passionate background gave her insights that traditional fashion executives completely missed. Turns out that the fashion industry needed someone who understood sales psychology, tried and had timing for stand-up comedy, and thought like a lawyer about patents. Who could have guessed that? Another case study is about Michelle Phan, who built her entire empire using the slash approach. Beauty tutorials, entrepreneurship, digital products, and brand partnerships. And each stream reinforced the others. And this is what business analysts call compound growth effects. Another study by MIT followed hybrid professionals, which are people who combine technical skills with creative or business skills. They found that engineers who developed design skills earned 42% more than just normal engineers and were promoted 60% faster. Apparently, being able to make engineering solutions that humans actually want to use is considered a rare and valuable skill. Wow. Let's finally talk about the elephant in the room. How do I finally and actually choose what to focus on when I want to follow everything that I like? Here is a framework based on career psychology and business strategy that doesn't require you to sacrifice any part of your multifaceted soul. I like to call it the passion, profit, and purpose intersection analysis, which sounds really official and therefore must be legitimate. First, let's talk about your natural ability plus your energy gain. What activities make you feel like you lose track of time? What are the things that people consistently ask you for help with? Research shows that sustainable careers are built on activities that energize you rather than drain you. This is different from the things that you're supposed to be passionate about. We're looking for activities that make you feel like you're plugged into a creative outlet rather than making you sound impressive at dinner parties. Number 2, we're talking about market demand and monetization potential. Where is there actual demand for what you offer? According to labor statistics, the fastest growing sectors are those which are the intersection of technology, creativity, and human services. So, what's your intersection? This circle prevents you from pursuing passions that only exist in your imagination or very small Reddit communities, not to mention Pinterest. Number 3, let's talk about your meaning in life and long-term vision. What problems do you genuinely care about? Studies on career satisfaction show that people who connect their work to larger purposes are more resilient to challenges. The magic happens when all 3 circles overlap. But here's the thing that most career advice counselors miss. You don't need to find one single perfect intersection. What you need to find is 2 to 3 strong intersections that you can make work together synergistically. These different intersections, all leveraging your multi-passionate nature, instead of asking you to choose just one, allow you to do everything altogether. Now, this brings us to the most important concept for multi-passionate success: strategic sequencing, or as I like to call it, how to build everything that you want without losing your mind. Startup accelerators seem to know that even the most successful multi-stream businesses follow a specific development pattern. You cannot literally build everything at once without diluting your effectiveness to the point of professional homeopathy. Let's discuss this in stages. Stage 1, foundation building, which will take around 1 to 12 months. Establish one primary income stream that leverages your strongest marketable skill. This becomes your financial stability base and credibility foundation. Think of it as your career's equivalent of putting on your oxygen mask first. You can't help anyone else if you're financially suffocating. Stage 2 is the integration exploration, which can happen between 6 to 13 months. Begin incorporating secondary interest into your primary work, which is kind of easy. Add creative elements to technical projects, or business strategy to creative work. It's not that hard. And number three, or stage three, is the stream development. Launch one additional income stream that complements rather than competes with your foundation. The key is synergy. Each stream should strengthen the other rather than taking your efforts and energy away from it. And stage four, portfolio optimization. Continuously evaluate and adjust your portfolio based on growth potential, market demand, and personal fulfillment. Apparently, your brain can only handle learning and optimizing one new professional challenge at a time. Who could have predicted that human beings have limitations? Your multi passionate nature makes you a natural bridge between both worlds. Think Hannah Montana. According to research on cultural brokers, people who can translate between different professional communities are invaluable and often command premium compensation in any large scale organization. You're not only competing directly with the specialists, but you're also offering something literally no one else can provide, at least not in your team currently. It's like being the only person who speaks multiple languages in a room full of confused translators and monolinguists. Now let's discuss one of the biggest challenges that multiple passionate people often face. Building a coherent personal brand when you do multiple and seemingly unrelated things. I understand the struggle. How do you explain that you're an AI engineer who also designs sustainable fashion and writes music and is also a YouTuber? People who want to put you into a box are confused when you turn out to be an entire storage facility. But according to research on personal branding, the most memorable and valuable personal brands are actually built around what marketers call unexpected combinations. The strategy isn't to downplay your diversity, it's to find the underlying theme that connects your various interests. Business psychology research shows that people are drawn to what they call coherent complexity. I know I'm throwing around a lot of technical terms, but stay with me. Once you identify this underlying theme, it becomes the organizing principle for your personal brand. You're not scattered anymore. You are comprehensive, and you're not unfocused. You are interdisciplinary. And if people still seem confused, then it's their problem, not yours. And well, there you have it. The research is crystal clear. Multiple passionate people who follow strategic approaches earn more, enjoy their work more, and create more innovative solutions than scattered generalists or narrow specialists. The key is remembering that being a multiple passionate person is not a bug that needs fixing, it's a feature that needs strategic development. Thank you for watching, and remember, you weren't meant to be fit into one box.